the Clippers win the tip. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
And the Wizards really struggled post-All-Star break, playing under 500. Still, though, they seem to pull things together at the very end and on into the postseason.
Now, here's Wall. Back to Nene. Outside, Wall. Nene with the screen on Paul. And Wall. Here we go now. Up and in on the layup. Wall's got the opening basket of the game for the Wizards.
Well, there's no denying it. The Wizards had some bumps, and you mentioned that. Some weeks they look like a lottery team. Then the next, they look like a title contender. They knew how to make the most of their games when they did get hot.
Redick with it. Now Beal defending. Offensive rebound. And it's blocked by Gortat. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Knocks it loose. On its way from Dudley for two. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, I had a chance to speak with head coach Doc Rivers. It seemed the player who's really on his mind is John Wall. He said we've got to keep him out of transition and out of the paint. His jump shot is still a work in progress, and we're going to make him prove he can hit it consistently before we'll play out on him. Guys, that's going to be the MO on Wall until he can knock down that perimeter shot.
And thank you, Doris. And that one falls for Paul.
If you look at Chris Paul, you're looking at a guy who really is the standard bearer of point guards. I mean, he can pass, he can score, he plays great defense. He also competes. But what makes him the floor general that all others are measured against, really the instincts and leadership.
Dudley dishes the Wall. Just 4 to shoot. Nene. A jump hook. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Paul kicks to Griffin. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Feeds it to Paul. They get the rebound. A second chance effort. And there's the nice layup by Griffin. Griffin's got his first points of the game.
And something else everybody loves about him is his ability to do the sensational and spectacular. His dunks simply defy description at times.
Now here's Wall. Gortat with a screen on Paul. The open shot by Beal. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Going back to Chris Paul, if you could build a point guard from scratch, Clark, he might be the model.
Yeah, I tell you what, you could do much worse than him, that's for sure. One of the very best. 6 times he's led the NBA in steals. Just an incredible all-around player. One of the greatest team leaders, I think, in the history of the league as well.
For the last 2 seasons, he's led the league in assists, you're right. Gortat guarded by Jordan. The open shot by Beal. No good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Paul with the ball. No good.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And Wall. Here we go now. So they take the lead. Wall's got his second basket of the game. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Paul outside. It's Redick on the wing. 6 to shoot. Good on the triple. Redick's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And Wall kicks to Dudley. Back to Wall. Now the feed to Dudley. Fires from 18. Some solid D from Paul.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Sledgehammer! Wizards trail by 4. So timeout called here. And Stevenson's checked in for Paul Pierce. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. Porter kicks to Sessions. He dishes it to Porter. He feeds it to Sessions. And there's the pass to Neal. And again, Washington, no good.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
Sessions against Paul. And Sessions kicks to Neal. That ball's great assist by Ramon Sessions. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Sessions against Paul. Smith outside. Clock at 6. Goes up on the high post. Again, the Clippers.
Those are what we call confidence building blocks.
24 seconds left in the first. Sessions against Paul. Here's Humphries. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Now Crawford. He passes to Paul. Smith drives in. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 6. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the... And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backboard.
Well, Greg, you can't dominate the boards unless all 5 guys are making the effort to box out and chase down the ball.
Humphries the pass to Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Humphries kicks to Oubre. Shoots it up. Second shot opportunity. And there's the nice layup by Gortat. Gortat's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Wizards. Clippers leading by 4. And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete. But he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skill, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Talking about Gortat, he was a late second-round draft choice in 2005. His first 4 years in the league, highly underwhelming. Now, over the last 4 years, he's averaged around 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game. Those are good numbers.
Wesley Johnson's checked in for Los Angeles. Play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Paul is covered by Sessions. Paul dishes to Johnson. To Paul. Clippers moving the ball around. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Paul. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And getting back to Marcin Gortat, his dad was a successful light heavyweight boxer in Poland, so clearly you see where the toughness comes from. And Marcin's mom was on the Polish national team in volleyball, so you know where the blocking and ball skills come from. I guess we'd have to call him a chip off the old block.
And guys, one thing that was obvious to me, last year the Wizards really matured as a team. I mean, they played as if they expected to win instead of a group kind of coming into their own. I thought they just showed a lot more composure and maturity on the court.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup.